Mwancho murebo tukobuli tukerigale Jumatatu tariki 14 mutinyo yokane mwaka w'igabo kiri bubere 2025 na mange aberega konekigwa kurwa ase chinsemo imena isko yorgongurwa gusin chinga kyabali kibaito bamangana maya babekire kambi imena isko yagusi konekinga guchiro konyora alliance yabirka gwateka Chinsa Inye asenchira yo boikirano na ikirega igankomanye asenchira ye boimenkoro kwa Kevin Onkoba kabana ncho ikomwe
aya na Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye ya Kisi TV.
Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye nigo togo chakurwa se county ya Kisi ritko liarero nigo egati ya abasae kurwa se kanisa ya Adventista ya Millennium ubaterana amo ne department eli kuligeri bintu bitanu mwanyabanto nigo banyakoba bakora obochenu ase oroche rwa masosa okwana chinga kecho nigo babiri bagoteamna eyigane nchira yamo yakwana kinga babeire bagutsira nabo gokolenda chindoche igento babiri bakurwese geto gukia sabanto koira omubekano ongamno yeri kolenda ebinto bietana ine mwanya banto roboti oro nigo rwaliganirwa n'umurikito Edwin Mukaya
Bunenchere yemo yokweneke buno bochabo tiburukuru twase chindoche egento gekwirira ogosareka kwebintu bietana ine mwanya banto imeyo mochobo songo nigo litiko lya lero kiombe kya ambassadors kurwase kanisa Melena MSDA imeyo mocho ojogo kubwaterana mu department y'ebintu bitwetana ine me county ya Kisi bakore emiremo yo kurusia eubye yo kurutwase oroche rwa masosa.
While we are passing through this river, we observed that this river is highly polluted. And so we have discovered that the raw sewage coming from the household along this river, all of it is getting into the river. Then we have also found out that the waste from this household, all of it is being dumped here. And so as young people, we thought it's wise to come up with a community initiative program of cleaning this river so that we get to remove all the wastes along this river. At the same time, also create awareness to the people around here so that they do not dump their wastes in water.
As a Millennium Fraternity, mbuya tuaro chevuna abana be crap wekekia ambassadors geche esengencho yo corre ese community environment bamenyete na kiere nere ensavi esengencho bamenyete n'abantu nande community as a church. That is the responsibility egana iri ko bakolera.
Gloria Masita no yomo bwabana abo barase kiombe kyo ki ambassadors oyokwerera obuyabu kurenda chindoche ne bitwetana ine.
And we've decided to do this project so that we can create a conducive environment for the people living around here, because it is not good for us to dump wastes into the river, because this is not the ending point of the river. Hii river itaendelea until it enter to other big sources of water. So it is not good to use the river as a dumping site, and I would like to urge the people living around here and the nation in general that we should take care of the rivers that we have, because dumping waste into the rivers, it doesn't only affect the animals living in the river, it also affects us in general.
Egati ubi banyara kurusa nechisindani na boige bintu byo gutumeka sinyagitari ebyo bagikeirie abanyagitari na kubabulya bamanyenchera yo kubituguta
bamanyate angegaiga bamanyana kibago tugute bintu byabo nonyana abanyagitari baito ekaro babitumikire bamanyanga na kibago bitumike kera ntubwata abanyagitari baito ba kero kende clinic officers kero kende bagutumika babitumikira asenjere yemo ekaro bako bitumika bamanyanga ibako bituguta gochia tebako bibeka ndonsi asa abantu bagweta gose ase dumping site buna bono gandoche.
We urge our people, especially those in the health facilities, even if you are doing some of it in your house or you are doing it in your small clinic, we urge you to be very cognizant of the health hazards that are coming alongside such type of wastes.
Like medical waste, the ones which I'm seeing here, it's very bad. It's very bad. Anybody who has done medics, he knows best how to dispose this kind of medical waste.
Nase chinga kecho boigonigo basimeke meta sensemo ya People's Park na kubulya kubwaterana kolenda ebitwetana ine.
Come and plant trees along this People's Park within the Kisi municipality with an aim of participating in beautification as well as environmental conservation of this area. We are cognizant of the environment as young people, and we are also aware of the global issue of climate change, which we are also working very hard to mitigate. Climate change is a collective responsibility which all of us must participate in.
Nguripotira Kisi Television kurwa masosa yogotoka somo chibosongo iritariane Edwin Mukaya.
Mwanchumureto kwirana sensemo ya siasa nigo egati ye egesokyo mugusikia boli gwego chamo na kobali bo elimo mnenchiremo yoko yaligania asobo cholibo mwaka o 2027 na nabo abange nigo babiri bagoteba buna eganga yo muske Dr. Fredo Kengo Matiangi yogo chia kuligikiro kibura ibwense neganeire anamuno ugesokyo mugusigo chamo litangani mnenchiremo yoko nekinga babiri bakomwa amagoro Iganigo akwanwa amo no mujumbe obonchali umuske Dr. Charles Onchoke asabereka otamne chigani chingaki umusi abugante ko chamo na kwana kingo cyari kubwatesia eganga y'umuske Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi
Nako uhusiano wa nako uhusiano yako garanti kwa ya secret secret kwa kitramu uhusiano yote haya sasa kuhusiana ya mtoto kama hii usabiri Warchi, Fujikoro, Inse, Waterana, Eto Musa, Eto Biga Pagini Bao. I told us to get to Makari Bigas. Get up and Musetora, told to Kiristin Yamasaweka, so Ramina Saweka, Durius. Go away, that generation of the Ramaki, go Musiaba, Steve is the forefront, that's what we want. But I want that of Silvia. We have everything to win, we have everything to gain. This is we lose a lot.
President, democracy Roma, independencia política. Na itu nama gusti, gotopo mo matrata bayamo, na itu to gusta maganda ko wane, tapos na mata ko e tali tumo to avale. Igo ikinakina tele wanto wa mituna. Na itu ko tenatore kermo kelia kenele 2027.
Baadaye mambo mabara na bani na duisarase. Ainti nondo mo matibatika. Duisarase no mugusi. Na itu totuare esani. Esa matari ba totuare no yoiti. Engadi ke mugusi alito kana araparake. Kujina mamana ika sabe ro na jite no tole. Elinde to bayamo.
Tumurachinga kiagane twane kigwa kurwa sensemeyo nigo omwe musibe wodi yabuge kumu moske Ishmael Matundura abereka gweso kiana kwanekeria abaibulbuna bali baichuritie chifom chijibasari nigo barachikonya chibasari chiabo anamuno chiskuru chitarigorwa okwana chinga kecho nigo omoske Matundura boigo aberega kuboria abaibuli kogendra kulenda abana babo chinga kechiga bara mutumuko bwerusa eliko batanga kurwa asobutumekibwa amaliogo yogotinde na boigo amalito agenkyo
Direte wajatuatuaro tango kurusio una dari kau government dia bonateko korechu kumwe nasa government tapi direte kau government ko jede kot ande koti grande de pre na bona itu kuba wa korechu kura ande di sesi kabira to operasi direte pa direte waje pasa yechu abajibu jago waktu kuat diskusi tarai itu dari atas sudah ada beberapa play yang kau dapat pas ini kuat itu diskusi tarai itu apa nama itu diskusi itu apa nama itu jadi aku dapat beberapa pengalaman aku dapat beberapa bukti paling baik itu asing ya orang ada diskusi paling banyak orang apa itu banyak berbalik ese di yang so enke la que tuvo posee ya era por tercias hay que ruta que tuvo colegas ruta que tuvo colegas y hubo que cobra a su cualidad de ser você disser que ele queria gran go abana mai no estaba solamente ya cuando para eso aba kita que te una para turoje na igendesa muri na imbere kugira ngo goteseka mutavuga tebesa ukugwa na bana Yesu na inde ndikagenda na skulu edetiyo itayikumwa abali mbaye no baramani agera ari makuru kiri ubaye ogenda yuma ogenda umwa ogenda kuturu ikiaga ya kuturu baye masoba ogenda naya ono igasi ndiri ya tubalira na idwa wanenda kete ndeye muchungu hiyo ikiaga hiyo erori yaya nasa no government na ituno tubuatera ne skulu chi ndeba sasa kwa kana siko tari ni mama neke royoba kuetia bana kero le bana pia mai kubia mai shiki monchari abande odoro muanya dirasa batali kuenda mabanya na kiti ai bago at minisi iwo balance level ya communication iwo tike ababande service kide bago kumimi iwo ne kumu ya umuchumbe na stakeholders baribara kwa ikono ngo tuisaranza nese nabati bwo discourse bara ili ne batotene na discourse ye nali ko ye sababu ni ili ne tuchipi osoana ne banyana bali batai wale
Aya na Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye ya Kisi TV.
Right mwanchi muri tugosaba kwabera kubatkana amo nokubura kwirigwi kurende tokandra amo na Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye kurwa asensemeli county ya Nyamira kubatkana amo no bukurumi ubwabere bokonekigwa imeyense mujumbe West Mugirango umwakili Steve Mogaka nigabirika gwesokia na goteamna nigo baigetie a bill eyo ekurigeria na mono gukora obukurumi imeyense ya Kenya litkulia Alhamis aka okwana chinga kecho nigabirika goteamna nigo arachi gusuguma ebili eyo munenchiremo yogokora obukurumi ubwabere bokonekigwa asamat kabongo iga na mono ase chinsemo a imeyense ya Kenya. Rabati oruo nigo rwariganirwa no murikito Ivon Moriasi.
Mujumbe West Mugirango Steve Mogaka gwetere kamiti ya machiko imeyensa matukaitire nigo yegetie bene ase bunge richiko ryo gwaka isikobo kurumi eri ribonete okwanirwa na maega ya yego itigwa
ali ase bunge yense litukolia Alhamisi ntwarete tese bunge gekoera onde ase komiti ya machiko enseye mumanyete ngobo kurumi mbo sumbwete ese ya Kenya obo kurumi mbo to sumbwete pi obo ebibwe bintu byaba Kenya mboto sumbweti pi lichi kontwa tereka gonde komiti ya justice na machike enseye igo twenga lichi koligo chigokora mangana yi pi korwa senseye lichi koliko kwa conflict of interest bill
Eki kia moichanirie neli bagari abajumbe bande kugania gotenenio koroisi wa kweli chikerio asaba boliriye balengererie bonalira cho konyo mwananchi.
It is a shame to my colleagues waliponiona mimi na nachangia na mimi ndio tuliunda hiyo sheria kutoka kamati yangu na nilikuwa on my feet contributing kuelezea wa Kenya vile hiyo sheria itamaliza ufisadi, wizi wa mali ya umma, hii maneno ya ukabila. Hiyo sheria inamaliza kabisa. Sikujua kuna wananchi wanatetemeka wakati tunatengeneza sheria ya kuokoa nchi. Kiasi kwamba wengine wakasema hiyo sheria haiwezi endelea kujadiliwa, wacha tu postpone. We cannot postpone Kenya's problem of theft, corruption, nepotism and tribalism. We cannot postpone. Yeah? Na ndio nawasihi wabunge wenzangu, Mr. Speaker, murudishe hiyo sheria Tuesday, munipee hiyo microphone, niendelee kuelezea wa Kenya vile tutaokoa hii nchi.
Ukwani robo kurumi meye bunge yaye Mogaka niga kwani romo roberio bokoro isechi para uyu arorekanire gutangano no bokurumi.
Ayaatekire bunanje West Mugirango ga nasomba kibese kiepara kiaika. Amacharanda alikire emirimo ya serikali ama ya kwegi melinga na bagoteba ng'ogokora epara nabatigera mubeke bono bagenda bakora gokonye epara nga bagende bakanu kibese bara bagende intuto nakuumia nechi boda boda tunakotereri gutogwa akanse ayina aramangana nyasa atagetensei igombu yande kerongoteba ng'ebinto bikorwe eraini toroche mugaso igoro
Asense amende nigaburiria abainjinia ba kera gukora imirimo yabasoboikeranu iryo baroisi chipara chikeranete.
And I want to tell my Director General Wakura, engineer wako kera, yes, wakera. Shida tuko nayo hapa West Mugirango ni watu wakera, maengineer wakera, kwa sababu hawa contractor munapea hawa watoto wetu hawajasoma hiyo. Wewe engineer wakera, wewe ndio umesomea hiyo, wewe ndio unajua kazi imefanywa vizuri ama vibaya. Hii barabara wametengeneza kwenda Ekenyoro gakie paranja nja umoro ruo moro muokorekana no moro akeigo. Yes, not the best but gai. Sasa hivi mkienda huko kwangu Nyamira town, iko barabara inapita Barcelona. Na hiyo barabara imetengenezwa standard road, imewekewa moro mzuri, hiyo barabara inakaa poa. And that is what I am saying. Hawa wa engineer watakoma hiyo corruption wanatuletea hapa. They can do the road. Wametengeneza moja nimeona. Hiyo wametengeneza ya Kibiro Nyakiore kwenda Mutagara. They have to go back and start afresh. Bana kibeza kirichiwo boyibi wallahi togo tenenka na gotebiri wallahi togo tenenka. Nona abana bae bakoba kibalimo bagenda ko chora masabo chichiro.
Kuripotera KCTV kurwase kaunti ya Nyamira. Mchivon Moria C.
Tumwanchibure tokwanda sensemo ya kabire ye studio mutumoko mokego nkoirana na mange nkwaregeranite chingaki ensemelia ekurigeria budget ekwenda chi county ya twarigikero amo nekiombigia Council of Governors Toskale.
Aya na Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye ya KCTV.
Ayetato dare goti ganzome, ayetato dare goti ganzome, utango nagenda, manje ngumbu kuzoma.
Omubaye norero, bintumbia ngora nsaga byangete. Oyo nomubaye nomugusia tebete buna, ogenda ngora naliuraike tuayirira, tuminyokera, bantumbaroro bakominyokera mangana, banyora basoira sabe baitwa asengecho. Yokuminyokera mangana atabachigeti kurende aye kogochira mangana ngora nabogoika eligero manyenka iringana lya chakirete utarali kwana abande bakubonera amangana senengetali omugusini gogosemigwa ngora naliuraike bintumbia ngora nsaga byangete nomubaye noletirwe asore amona inchesa irasi nyakundi ebaba ni ono babogire muzumba.
It's one of the greatest nights in football. It's the final. The stage is set. The teams are ready. The fans are ready. It's game time and it's live.
Join the winning team. Join ODBets now and get up to 50,000 shillings welcome bonus. ODBets. Bet extra. OD. Daddy.
Eye KCTV amandegere yomugusi.
The fun never stops on Star Times. This Easter and April school holidays. Get ready for non-stop adventure, laughter, and learning for big and little kids.
Oh, wow! That sounds wonderful!
Renew the subscription for 2 months and get a free upgrade to the next high bouquet for 2 months. Dive into the best kids entertainment with Boing, Jim Jam, CBeebies, Toonami, Da Vinci, ST Tunes, and Cartoon. There's something for every little explorer. Renew the subscription for 2 months and get a free upgrade to the next high bouquet for 2 months.
What do you say to that?
For endless fun, action, and discovery all holiday long. Download StarTimes on app and enjoy your favorite shows anytime, anywhere. StarTimes. Enjoy digital life.
It's one of the greatest nights in football. It's the final. The stage is set. The teams are ready. The fans are ready. It's game time and it's live.
Join the winning team. Join ODibets now and get up to 50,000 shillings welcome bonus. ODibets, bet extraordinary.
Eye Nkisi TV amandegere y'umuguzi. Aya na Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye Nkisi TV.
Aitu mwanchumule karibu naenda sensemeiga ya kabirene ya mwalio Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye kurwa ase bunge ya Bomachoge chache. Nigo litko liarero ekiombekemo ikemanyekante mna Bomachache ekikebwate aba memba gwetane chimi isato nigo batwarege karoli litko liarero eligukwanda amange enchera baranyako baukini ekiombekyo kebwaterenetie ogosomia abana boigo okwanekinga babi bagusirana engaki ya amabe nabo nigo kiombekyo kebwate obulemirwa hanemono okuburwa gwe chitent into babiri bakuboria barayi nabo iga basamaria bayegwa soke mnenchiremo yokubakonya Arabati oro nigo rwariganirwa no mulikito Edwin Mokaya.
Ekiombekemo kemanyeruna Bomachache welfare kekebwata abanachama angechimia isato korwase bunge ya Bomachoge chache asenture yende nigo gyakore egikara seritkulia rero asabara ibechi unit ao chekiombekyo baumerana ekine kiombe gyachageto mwaka oyo mwetire aseganga yabo no gokonyana nabo igo kwegendereria
welfare yo twanyicagite ayago with a vision yo koleta abantu baitu ba Bomachoge chache amo ndubwata abantu kuru Machoge bus bakuripresent abantu ba Machoge bus tukare twara abantu ba Bochitend Reward tukatwara abantu ba Soti Sengera otwalete abantu abaitu amo for a reason toimokani into abanyana
ngatigato chake kiombe ekerabe gegotokonya buna Bomachoge chache higo kigachaka gwitira sabanta abakemono kikanya go spread asoko influence abantu bande bali barochembuya tigabanyari goto join ase kiombe kiga higo goikera bono iga ekiombe gitu kiabire kanene higo kebwata abantu over 200
Kolengana n'abarayi abo nigo babire bagosira abantu batari kwenyara ase ebinyoro buna uko bagakira gosomia abana gokonya bali babwate obolema na boigo gosira n'engaki yamabe
so twabere tokora no table banking gokonya tura abanafuzi bakwende school batabwati school fees chi family kire vulnerable in the community twabere tokonya also kiombe kiganto bwate abantu with disabilities twabere toko ba support in one way or the other
bone kiombe kiga kya tokonyire na indento bwato bokonyi ngokonya tura abantu bali insemono bale okonyora kwa bokorogoke nabono ntwa akonya umusubati getega kumwagacire nyumba nonya nturanye kura ngochitore kunyekura na inde ngo changira na tore twoimokani muna abantu bekiombe yapo machache ekiombe kegegeito nkebwati totebe nkebwati bashiarity ngaya no bwate aya tobwati ntwe tobariganeti bonsio yo bwate no yo tabwati twensie toregonde yamo
nonya nabo nigo bono basabiro bokonye kurwasa barayi barase birogo nabali babwate ebirengererio by'uburayi nonya nonde bwensi obwate omoyo bugwancha elioko bakonya konyora chitent nebirogo ebyo birabe bigokonya ase chinsemechyo.
So I'm requesting people of goodwill on Thursday tarehe 17 ndo tuare omochango monene urabe skuru ya Machongo bali batamade skuru ya Machongo ekarwa ikiro gembo ogocha injire kwenda ikoba so no ikogembe stage na bokori ne pikipiki ekorete obate oike Machongo so I request our governor achajari tukelio kwa abatoika na bogotuma monta our women rep Doris, we request you na ochotoko also our MP Alpha naye we request you ochoike aba MCA baito na aspiring bande audio koriyo ba MP okoriyo ba MCA we welcome you because even debiga karatu abigore bibe bigo support your community bi support ne kiombe
nonye tuachage tene chinguru chinke kurende ntukane tibono tunyare kugariya ekiombe kigageito okuboria kwane bune member ase kiombe kiga ochiasa abarayi baito bakirensemo nkolinga na bariganirie litukolia chiria ramisi tarehe 17 munyare gotosira aseng'encho y'omochango itobwate tutagete gusangĩrĩria ebinto biratokonye kwegendereria kurwa bono kogenderera
no gokonya tutagete aseng'encho y'omochango tobwate chitariki 12 eyero ni Thursday bone twale gusaba ng'a wero wisasi abantu bali babwate okogania okuyana eniengiya twabaleganiri monsi ase rituko erio moche motobwate si kinju mwensi kinju mwensi chinsemo chionsi inju motosire kiombe kegenderere ekero kiagendereire abana baito abachokoro baito abachokororia bachakonyora erigase twatigire
kubwa mono munyakero gobo Samuel Orinani gerera buna ekiombe ekio nkebwati wa matebonde bwensi na mwanasiasa onde bene ase bono baborire buna mwanasiasa onde oragani gosoa kiombe ekio asoe buni nchira yo gokonya abantu ba machoge chache
ekiombe kigekara twagechagete ndorline na muntu onde bwensi itarikia mwanasiasa onde bwensi kero mwanasiasa nari welcome to join the group buna baona igakara ngwana tubata barai baito babali fambarema au baradiso mbarema and then paka ba MC baito makorete ki mbarema igaiga igonta itakote anga kiombe keiga ngeli in support of any leader ogochikoboli chikura
goripotira Kisi Television kurwa machoge chache editariane Edwin Moka Muriato kwirana asense mwende litko liarero nigo e committee eye kuligiriria e budget ya umirana amone kiombe kia Council of Governors mninchiremo yugo kwanera alliance yagenda tukane kigwa Asiji County kobwatakana no kunyorwa gukubwata kwa uchibesa gochia Asiji County nona bo nigo egati ya abagavana baikirana asenseme yo ngamo no omugavana we county ya Kakamega Fernandez Baraza no mugavana we county ya Homa Bay Musubati Gladys Wanga asebabiri bagobolia abajumbe banyakoba bagutuguterare kina ekikire asekegambiro kobwatakana amo nenchira chibesa chiko nyakoba chikobwata kwa gochia Asiji County elikwana kinga chiabere chigo ikirania amagendro.
Every leader who comes assumes that the problem of their predecessors was their problem, then we won't have a government, we won't have a country actually. So we want to beseech you, through you, because we understand you, you understand our chemistry, to plead with your colleagues to clear all the pending bills so that the business community, because Chairman, these things are tied at the hips. If the businessman at the village is not paid, that goes to the location, the division, the county, the region, nationally. So the whole thing costs a grid. So I want to plead with you. You said you are good, the PR, and tell them we have appreciated your presence here. To talk to your colleagues and start paying the pending bills and properly apply both the letter and the spirit of devolution and ensure that the health sector. Chairman, you are aware last week I raised a question on Kalaza. We lost close to 30 people in Wajir. The response was dismal. That's why we had to bill to the national government. If that is done, I think we are all ready to support devolution, and that's what we have asked for.
42 billion is what is with the donors. It is money that is present, that we should not even have come had the National Treasury not reduced these monies when they were looking for fiscal space in the supplementary. And that is why we made the comment that surely you cannot amend the CGAP by the supplementary. It should be the other way round. You first amend the additional allocations, then you supplement. But you can't go and reduce monies in the supplementary and then come and say, we had already allocated you, but the money is now not in the supplementary. So
our view is that Council of Governors should explore out of court settlement with us. What is your view, so that we can be able to move as a united country? You remember over the weekend we were sharing a forum with the president, and he appeared also to be frustrated with these many court cases. What is your view as a way forward for all of us? What is your independent views? I know you will not talk about the views of the council because, but what is your view? What do you think is a way forward over this settlement? Because all of us are suffering. The roads that were being done by Kera, they are stalled, as well as you also, and it is our citizens that appear to be suffering on, and as we fight.
if there is an avenue for dialogue and out of court, discussions that provides justice to all sides, I think it is the best approach. In fact, even the other financial year, you remember we were in court, but when we had a discussion with Honorable Ndindi, we agreed as a council. We actually went and withdrew the case. But the National Assembly, there was a bargain that we had there. Lakini wakati ilifika, the National Assembly did not act in honor of the agreement that we had. That is how we ended up back in court. But we are always ready, more than ready and willing to have a conversation together, because these people are all our people. We hold these officers in trust.
The COG and National Assembly, we need to have a conversation, because there is a risk which the executive is trying to use part of that RMLF to securitize some of the funds which they want to use to pay for the pending bills on roads. So a conversation between ourselves and the National Assembly is actually urgent. Thank you.
Wanchumburatu kwirana sense mwende kubatkana amono gochorwa kwa abawaziri anamono amone serikali umuske Dr. William Samoei Ruto na okora amonchuru aski wizara ritko lialero asebali banyakoba gochorwa niko baikirana abosyo bwe ebunge mnechiremo yokuringorigwa nabo abange niko babeire bakulira yogochia kone kinga ngotinya bale chi wizara ichibanyakoba gochorwa elgokinia ensi ya Kenya.
I wish her well in convincing this committee to approve her. I thank you, Speaker.
Naisula.
Thank you, Chairman. So you come from a region in the North Rift where there's a lot of conflict, and most of the time we leave it to the security department, while we know women and children bear the most brunt of conflict. I would like to know, if you're approved and you become the CS, what efforts you will put in to build, to ensure that there is peace also in that region. And then I'd just like to hear from you, because when you talk about femicide, when you talk about cultural issues, you really can't point your finger on it, really. I'd want to hear what innovative ways you will deal with issues of femicide, on the cultural issues like early marriages, FGM, things that we have struggled with as a country for many years.
You can answer those three.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you, members. I hope I have captured well. So to start with the issue of whether I am qualified or whether I have the capacity, I earlier on said that I have worked in the Ministry of Cooperative Development. That is where I came, that is where I started my work. I worked there for 14 years. Secondly, where I'm going to work, I will not be alone. We have a structure in that ministry, so you work with the people who are there. They are permanent secretaries, they are heads of departments. You consult widely so that you can be able to function. So I believe I'm qualified, because it is about the other person. You can't work alone. You have to work as a team. The issue of the other works, if you talk about the law firm, I have trained many students through pupillage. It is an opportunity now to give them the chance to also work there. And secondly, 2 of my children are advocates, so they will continue. After all, it was the vision of their father. Let them carry on. About teaching in the church, that one I will not abandon, because that is where the cradle of life is. So teaching, you do it on Saturdays and on Sundays. And when I'm not there, there are other teachers, and we work together. So I believe that I will be able to do all that work given the opportunity. The issue of, was it gender-based violence?
Chumura chinga kiagane twane kigwa kurwa senseme yoto kwirana se ensemo yobochenu litko lialero nigo mwaziri wobochenu muske Aden Duare aberka gwesokia na gotemna nigo abegete miroblisene yogo chia gotinya wizare yobochenu gukwana ritko ria rero nigo omuskedware aberika gotemna nige serikali begete merobirisaine yogochia gukwana kinga omurobelio oshango korore emeremo likwana kinga nkuruoro bokoribu yagochase abananchi.
Yeah, I want to ask the governors how fast and how immediate first you can do a head count of how many are in your 47 counties.
We already have the numbers.
We have the number, we have the names of those on ground and the absentees. We can give that in a day. So once you give me that, the money will be transferred to you people. Even if you give me today, tomorrow the money will be transferred to you. Am I right, my friend? We don't in National Treasury. I don't know why they were keeping the money in MOH. But I want to know the number so that we want to know in every county how many have left, how many are working, and because of accountability and transparency, I will be very, very happy that a proper head count is done. And I've agreed that with the union. Okay? Once we do that, then I'll send the money. But even you, good governors, through the chair, there was a public service guidelines and there was a summit resolution which you are to absorb, because these people work for you. Even now, you know, it is very, I mean, I can't understand, and I agree with the governors, that the contract between the UHC staff is between the county governments and the UHC staff. But when it comes to paying, another level of government is paying. That I agree with you, and I have no reason. The PS is here. I ask him, why are you keeping this money? So we'll give you this money. But the next question, the elephant in the room is that there's a summit resolution you have agreed with the president to absorb them under permanent and pensionable. That was a summit resolution. It was.
When given resources.
When given resources. It wasn't unavailable. No, I'm coming to it. Now we are giving them 50 for those who have degrees. We are giving 40 who have certificates. So under the SRC guidelines, once they become permanent and pensionable, their salary will increase. That is now the matter we now need to discuss with the National Treasury. And I am ready to lead the way to that meeting. But you agree with me, after we do the audit, you also allow me that we will engage SRC with engage.
Etu mwancho murego kirabunongo kiramwari bwa Ayaatekire Chinsa Inye chubutko bwarero sabari kibaito bamangana mayakuru ase county ya Kisii. County ya Nyamira wike county ya Nairobi ngo bakira ngambia muno na abugoto gwakira ngambia muno asogochora kuligiriria Kisii TV aiganura nyore onsi abirika gwateka kurwa achinsemo a wanchire konde gwensi gotayo okwaniria oboligirira borobu yankoro kwa Kevin Onkoba.
Aya na